Shalom, everybody. Rabbi Edelstein here with this week's installment of Rabbi E in 3, brought to you as always by MEOR DC. I got back from Poland this week, an incredible, inspiring trip. Brought a lot of students from DC, GW, AU, Georgetown. I'll talk about that, I hope, with a special edition of Rabbi E in 3 at some point soon, God willing. But today, I want to share with you wisdom from the second Torah portion in the second book of the Torah. It's called Vayera, second Torah portion of the book of Exodus. And it's a great example, among other things, of how an ancient story that we basically have heard, we know the outline of pretty well, is not ancient history. It's relevant. It's on a psychological level, on an emotional level, for each and every one of us every day of our lives. What's going on? So in this week's Torah portion, 7 of the 10 plagues, Makos, are brought upon Pharaoh and Egypt. Last week's Torah portion, God chose Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, to bring the Jewish people out from their slavery in Mitzrayim, in Egypt. And now the plagues begin. Each Makkah, each plague, is a devastating, cataclysmic destruction of a country, of its property, of its people. And each time what happens? Paro, Pharaoh, Melech Mitzrayim, the king of Egypt, refuses to send the Jewish people out. He relents a little bit at one time, and then his heart hardens or strengthens itself again. He refuses to let them out. Over and over again, back and forth, 7 times. Let's understand. Let's see. Blood is the first plague. It says he hardened his heart, didn't listen. Frogs, devastating, croaking, masses of frogs jumping everywhere. Pharaoh entreats Moshe and Aaron, please get rid of these frogs and then I'll send you out. He says, I'll send you out. But when relief comes, he makes his heart heavy and doesn't listen. Number 3 is kinim, lice everywhere. Even Pharaoh's magicians say, we can't reproduce the lice. It's from God. Pharaoh hardens his heart and doesn't listen. Number 4, wild beasts, groups of animals attacking people, tearing them apart, devastating the country. He says, Moshe, Aaron, please get rid of these beasts. I'll let you go. When the plague stops, he hardens his heart and doesn't listen. Then comes a livestock plague on the horses, the pride and joy of Egypt. Hardens his heart, doesn't listen. Number 6, boils, horrible boils. Here the Torah changes its language as Hashem hardened Pharaoh's heart. That's an interesting topic in and of itself, but not for now. Plague number 7, hail, devastating hailstones with fire inside. A miracle within a miracle. Paro is overwhelmed. I'll send you out. Please just stop this horrible plague. The hail ceases, and he makes his heart stubborn and hard and doesn't send them out. Exasperatingly, over and over again, not giving in. Can nothing soften the hard heart of Pharaoh? Ancient tyrant, right? That's what it is, an ancient history story. Well, yes, but it's about us. Meaning, when we learn the Torah, many ways of learning Torah, and one is to bring out the ethical ideas in the Torah that are supposed to challenge and improve every one of us. We have a Pharaoh, a Paro within. Right? A great singer said, everybody has a hungry heart. Great song. Everybody has a hard heart. A heart that doesn't want to accept rebuke. A heart that doesn't want to recognize the truth about ourselves sometimes. And we're like Pharaoh, bouncing back and forth, whether it's with trying to change a trait or accept constructive criticism, and we throw back and we won't accept it, and we rationalize, and we say, then when the going gets tough, we might say, yes, okay, I understand, but then when it's smooth again, we go back to our old behavior. A lot to learn about our own lives, our own hard heart. The Torah and its commandments are meant to soften our heart, each in its own way. Shabbos is a beautiful time to think about softening our heart. May you have a beautiful Shabbos. And with the study of the Torah and the mitzvot, may we all, bit by bit, tenderize that tough meat that is the human heart. Have a good Shabbos.